Welcome once again to the MediaWorks video series. I'm Scott, a media specialist in MediaWorks at BCIT. I think this is video 4 in the series regarding Audacity audio software. And today we're going to talk about the concepts of exporting your audio from Audacity when you finish your work on the file, and the value and difference of saving your project as an Audacity project file. Beginning with the concept of the Audacity project file, or a .aup file. It's important to note that the Audacity project file saves the work you have done on your file, but is not the finished file you are working towards. Allow me to explain. The .aup project file is proprietary to Audacity. It is therefore not a finished file type that can be used elsewhere and is not universal. This contrasts, say, with common audio file types such as WAV, MP3, and WMA, for example, that operate in standalone fashion or can be used in other software easily. Audio in general can have a lot of changes made to it digitally, and that's what we're going to talk about with Audacity in further videos in the series. And this can take a fair amount of time and not always be completed in one session in one go. It is important then to have a method for saving your work, and that is where the Audacity project file comes in. As you can see on the screen, there is even a hint that explains this fact. Save project is for an Audacity project, not an audio file. For an audio file that will open in other apps, use export. It is important to always save your Audacity project file, to state the obvious, and this highlights one other technical note, that to be able to switch between Audacity projects on different computers, you would require the original project file and the file you're working on, especially if you imported that into Audacity. The specifics of saving the project file in Audacity also sometimes involve knowing a bit more about audio. As we see here, when going File, Save Project, you have these options down here, Save Lossless and Save Compressed. I recommend not worrying about the lossless or compressed options, which would only come into play with very large, possibly multi-track projects, and just using Save and Save As, which function the same as other software. We'll get a test file in here to start in the import function. We've done this before, and again we'll be going over this in later videos in the series. Alright, so we'll say that we've worked on that. File, Save Project As. We get the warning again. Don't show this warning again. I'm not going to adjust that. We go OK, and here we see what you have to do. Choose your file location on the computer and your project is saved. So sample audio files, I'll go one up and I'll just call it test. I'll note that the edit undo and edit redo functions up here, undo and redo, are still available going back before you save the project while you're still in that working Audacity session. But these options will go away after you close and reopen the project. Recent files, there it is. We see that there's no redo or undo there. Moving on to exporting your finished audio file. It is important to know the file type and the requirements for the audio file you are exporting before you use File Export function in Audacity. We'll go over the different types of audio files in further videos in the series, although not all of them, as there are many, and we don't want to have to cover all of them. You can see here just a few, and if we go here, it gets really wild. When you're ready to export your audio file to a finished state, this means that you are done working in Audacity on that file. I want to mention there is no need to export files while working on them. The Audacity project file accomplishes this, and we just went over how to do that. For demonstration purposes, we'll be exporting to the WAV file type, which we select here. We have a name for it. We select File, Export, Export as WAV, select a folder location right here, Sample Audio Files, and hit Save, hit OK. You saw the green line. That's a function of the power of your processor on your computer, depending how long your recording is. For sure, right now we're looking at a 4-minute track here. That can take a long time, but usually Audacity is quite limber and does the export function quickly. Your file is now separate from Audacity and ready to use where you see fit in whatever you had planned for it. Because we went into sample audio files and there it is there. Thanks for watching.